Welcome back, everyone, to the Sports Minorities Podcast, your home for not-so-expert analysis, plenty of shit talking, and when we're so very refreshed after the Pro Bowl bye week. I'm your host and resident Titans fan, JC. Joining me this week, we got...
Very nervous resident Niners fan. I have not watched anything sports-related for the past 2 weeks.
Surprise.
Just keeping, I know it's been fucking nerve wracking. 60 minutes. Oh, by the way, Chicken Wing, that's me. Acknowledge me.
This is Nori, pretty happy Giants fan because we keep poaching from good organizations. Thanks for the Titans for half their staff. Appreciate that.
See if you say that when your secondary starts sucking ass.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rob, the Lions fan. Congrats, San Fran, and fuck you, Chicken Wing. That's all I can say.
Wow. Hatred.
A little bit.
This is DJ, and as much as it pains me to say this, I really hope that the Niners mop the floor with the Chiefs this weekend.
Damn right.
Wow.
Damn right. Fuck Taylor Swift.
House United? What?
That's the main reason, to be
Listen,
honest.
the enemy of my enemy is not my friend, okay?
What do y'all have against Taylor? Jesus.
Everything and
This is-
anything, evidently.
This is Phil, former Lions fan. Once again, Jaguar fan.
Back to basics.
Go Niners. I don't give a shit about Taylor Swift. I'm just tired of the Chiefs.
Telling you, bro. See? We're the heroes that it's not wanted, but it's needed, okay? Lamar failed, so we have to step in. That's all it is.
You guys are talking like you're a bunch of John Mayer fans, and you're just scorned by how that shit went down with her.
A little bit.
Okay.
Dude. I'm a Florida State Seminoles fan and a Jaguar fan. I might just give up football. I might just need to give up
I
football.
mean, yeah, the
My
playoff
condolences,
committee didn't
bro.
let you in both leagues, basically. That's just the way
Yeah.
that went. So, yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, man.
I'm telling you, the enemy of my enemy is not my friend.
You're,
That's all it
you're
is.
welcome to be an Astros fan. We just extended Altuve for life. Basically.
5 years, yeah.
So,
For life.
Yeah,
Astros
life.
for
They
life,
did it.
baby.
They did it for cheap too.
Oh, yeah. He got the hometown discount. Chance we can keep Bregman and keep some stars in place. So, planning ahead to keep Pena there. I think that's what they're trying to do. So, anyway, thank you, everyone. Happy Super Bowl week to everybody out there, every sports fan, football fan, whether you're a Swiftie or not, or whether this is the only time of year you watch American football because, yeah, the ratings go crazy. The commercials get expensive. I think I saw 30 seconds was like $1 million or something, 1.5 million. I don't know, but
Yeah, which is up from the million.
probably
that
more.
was a minute.
They
Probably.
were a million like 10 years ago. I'm sure they're more now.
Jesus. I saw something
It's,
like a suite at Allegiant Stadium was like $2.5 million to have a suite for the game. But that comes with like freaking lobster and all this expensive ass food.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Oh yeah, CMC's mom
Amazing.
is playing chess. The rest of us are playing checkers.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. So we'll talk about the conference championship week. Find out how much Chicken Wing was shitting bricks during that Niners-Lions game.
All game. Robin's winning.
And discuss some sports news, a bunch of NFL coaching hires. And overact a bit, and then get into our Super Bowl discussion. So let's look back, reminisce. God, it seems like so long ago, conference championship week.
Already forgot about it.
Yeah, well, Rob, let's talk to you. You were a transplant Lions fan for the season.
Transplant. Jesus
Transplant? No, I was definitely a Lions fan.
Well, it's pending whether or not Baker Mayfield signs with.
Yeah,
Tampa,
if
which is next, okay?
I might be going back to Tampa.
Yeah.
Pending
So,
Baker's
you know,
departure.
Temporary Lions fan for the year. How would you rate their performance in the conference championship game?
You know, honestly, like even in hindsight, I still think they did really well. They played their game. Like they didn't try to, I don't know, conform to what was expected. Like those fourth down plays, if they make the catch, the game's completely different, right?
Yeah.
Facts.
Like there were 2 drop passes that would have made easily first downs, but I think they played to their game plan, and you know, you live with those consequences.
And why do
They
you
were
have to be the
awesome
San
if you
Antonio
turn it
guy
off
to
at
drop the passes
halftime.
too, by the way? Jesus
Hmm?
Christ. What's up, Phil?
I just said they're awesome if you turn the game off at halftime.
Yeah,
I mean, yes.
me and
Very
Mike
true.
both saw when what's his face did the stupid wave goodbye after the touchdown, and I was just like,
We called it too.
man,
Oh my God,
this
please
is
don't
gonna
do
be the moment. Like something's gonna happen right after this, and
It's always
then
him.
the play
It's always that
happened.
guy. It's always him.
that guy. Yes.
And I'm like,
How did you put it,
man,
Nori? He's the guy that shows up late for the group project and tries to take all the credit. Is that what you
That's
said about
Jose.
him?
Always.
Yeah.
Fucking always, dude.
Yeah.
So like he does the wave, and then the very next possession, like, or maybe not next possession, but like 2 possessions later, you have the helmet bounce, right? Like, bro.
It was great. It was great. I loved it.
And then from there on, they just couldn't stop anything. Like
It really was that. Like, I can't fault the 4th down. Like, going for a 4th, that's what the Lions have done all season.
That's their whole identity.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the
It's-
identity.
That's how
keep in mind,
big
like,
of balls he carries around. But again, it's the drop passes. Why did it have to
It
be
was-
the guy from San Antonio dropping passes? What the fuck, dude? So
I mean,
it's just yeah.
I don't tell you, bro.
Yeah, he didn't bring his hands with him.
Yeah.
all right, Chicken Wing. How fucking nervous were you that game?
I shot bricks, bro. I mean,
He
you
literally
already
shot
know
it.
this. Yeah, I shot plenty of bricks. Rob was a witness. He was giving me all kinds of shit. He's like, "Oh, what's up, bro? You're losing, bro." And I was like, "Listen, this has been our identity all postseason. So
Right.
I'm
It
scared."
was
Go ahead.
it was so bad. He was eating his depression cake.
I was.
like, beginning
It
of
was-
the 3rd quarter.
It was awful, bro. I was like, all right, well, GG's. Rob wins. I'll just go fuck off. You know, just it is what it is. You know,
Mhm.
but like when we started making the not the crucial plays, but just the right plays. And I think it was the same shit that it was last time. It was just Brock in his own head. And
Oh, when he started running, yeah.
when he started running and when he got out of his own head and he was making the accurate throws, and that was the key thing is like those fucking questionable throws were one of them I think was picked off, but like after he got out of his own head, it was game over from there. It was GG's.
Yeah. Trash.
Shut up, Rob. Stop
Huh?
lying.
What? What?
What was the question I was gonna ask? Did the Lions get away from the run a little too soon? Because they were running all
Question.
over
What
San
would you get
Francisco in
with
the
almost
first half.
$750?
So
Easy.
I wouldn't say that per se. I think because like if you really break it down, the Lions didn't get beat. They didn't get like fucked up. They didn't get like, you know, they didn't blow it, right? It's just that it's a tale of two halves.
Well, hold
The
on.
first-
What do you mean they didn't blow it?
they blew it.
Well,
I mean,
it-
pretty
what
much
do you mean
every
they
day
didn't?
blew it.
Atlanta Falcons blew it, but they blew
no.
it.
Wow.
Okay, so what I'm saying is like
Wow.
And
yeah.
like, ironically, you know, Nick Wright and I think the same thing. When they were driving, right, that last drive, and
Frightening.
What?
they
That's
ran
disturbing.
on that 3rd down instead of just passing, and then the clock started running and they
Yeah.
cost them out. I think honestly
Mhm.
that was the biggest difference maker in their gameplay because everything else was perfect as far as how they play it. You pass it, you get the ball down the field. You know your 2 scores down, things of that nature. That's what I'm saying. Like they played their ball first half, we played our ball second half, but it was just those turnovers that were just crucial to the game. Because without those turnovers, it'd have been a different game. Or if they would have passed the ball on 3rd down instead of running the ball, that would have been different too.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm not saying like they didn't like blow it, like they fucked up blow it. I'm just saying like they blew it because of bad play calling towards the end of the game when it was crucial.
Okay. Phil, you're
I mean,
a
it's not just the
Lions fan.
defense that
Sorry,
fell
go ahead.
apart; it's their offense.
Go ahead, Nori.
No, that's why I think it was a collapse because both sides of the ball didn't show up in the second half. Like they thought
No.
they had the game won.
The offense
mean, bad-
just
bad
wasn't
coaching,
clicking
bad-
at all. And yeah.
Nothing.
Yep.
Nothing.
Phil, you were a Lions fan for a week. Your thoughts on that 1 week as a Lions fan? How did you feel after that game?
Well, I almost feel like I'm the Jinx, to be honest with you, because
Knife.
Because
So
they-
you're gonna be a
it was-
Niners fan this week?
well, I am a Niners fan this week, but I hope I don't
Okay.
jinx them.
Mike,
Yeah.
Mike,
Listen,
Mike,
Yeah,
you're
I'm
fucked.
fucked.
Yep.
Fuck now.
Fucked. Yep.
If you end up being a jinx, please go be a Texans fan next season. I'd appreciate it. So,
Well, the way they're playing, holy crap, you're right.
Yeah.
No, JC likes him rooting for the Jaguars just fine.
Fuck.
Yeah, that too.
Let's get him
I don't know.
back.
I don't know. It was disappointing. I mean, the first half was amazing. I was like, holy shit, the Lions are going to the Super Bowl for the first time in history.
In history. Yeah, that's what it was looking like.
And then total collapse.
So many games that you think they're out of it, and they just come back, and that's what reminded me of the 2019 Chiefs run. It was like a lot of teams were outplaying them, then they're like, "Nah, we got this. Hang on," and they came back in the half and remembered who they were, and that's really why I think they're the best.
Well, they've been doing that this year too. Chiefs. I
Mhm.
mean,
But it hasn't been their offense though. It's been their defense stepping up.
The Chiefs really need to send a gift basket to John Harbaugh from the Ravens, because if he would have did what any other 13-year-old kid at Madden did, is, hey, the Ravens are known for running, let's run it. And he wanted to prove a point and be cute with Lamar that no, we're going to win from the pocket. Well, the Chiefs ended the season with the #1 pass defense. Now you're at home watching it on YouTube TV like a fucking cuck.
Yeah.
All they had to
Yeah.
do was run the ball.
I was going to
Chiefs
say
wouldn't
that.
have stopped them.
Who was
No way.
Who was the worst coaching performance that weekend? Was it Dan Campbell or was it Harbaugh?
No.
No, it's
Harbaugh.
Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Harbaugh, hands down, because
It's not even a
Campbell
question.
Campbell played to his strengths. Like he knew
Exactly,
his kicker.
exactly.
He knew his kicker wasn't gonna make those. Like, I mean, he's a rookie kicker. He's prone to missing. Like, this is why he was so adamant about getting these fourth down. Like,
Yeah.
And what
attempts,
quarterback doesn't blow their load when their coach trusts them in the fourth down? Like, he's a player's coach for a reason. He trusted his fucking guys. He trusted them to run it. They didn't. He trusted them to pass. They didn't. I mean, like he did. Harbaugh was like, no, we're going to be cute. We're going to do the opposite of what got us here to the AFC Championship game. Lamar didn't throw for 6,000 yards. He ran for 6,000 yards. Like,
But
he's a good quarterback.
It wasn't
But
just
don't
a
make
game
him-
plan. Obviously the Ravens should have run more, but the players,
Yes.
dude, the Chiefs got in their head from the
Oh,
jump.
that too. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
From the
I mean,
beginning, yeah.
from the
Kelsey,
yeah,
Kelsey
there you
drawing
go.
that penalty, and that's just all he wanted to do. I mean, you can kind of go pregame. I don't know. Obviously, it's not getting in Justin Tucker's head. He still kicked whatever field goal was put in front of him. Still, that whole little fiasco with Kelsey and Mahomes and Justin Tucker there a bit.
I don't know what all that was, because Kelsey insists that Tucker knew what he was doing and he was fucking with him on purpose. And
Yeah.
so I don't know who to believe there. No, I don't really care, because to me it's like watching two midgets wrestle. Like,
Yeah.
like who wins here, right?
We
Like,
all
there's no
win
fucking
watching
winner
the
here.
Ravens wrestle.
We all win.
But I think the biggest thing play, I forget what's his name. Was it Flowers, that receiver? He caught that pass down on the 10.
Flowers, yeah.
He immediately gets up and starts taunting. Like, what
Oh, that was
the fuck
yeah.
are you doing? Like, immediately. And then they penalize him 15 yards. And then he fumbles
And then
at the
what?
one.
And he fumbles at the one.
Bingo.
Oh, my
No.
God. Just
I'm not
instant
saying
karma.
I'm not saying he is the direct reason why they lost, but he is a big reason
That's
why
a
they
big reason
That
why
was
they lost.
Huge.
Big reason.
That was
Mhm.
a killer. That killed like any momentum the Ravens were building. They get a touchdown there, and all of a sudden the Chiefs are like, "Oh shit," because it's not like the Ravens defense was sucking ass. They kept them in the game. It's the offense that was just killing it for them, and the Ravens were
It
beating
was just
themselves.
non-existent. Yeah.
Yeah. So, well,
Oh well.
Chiefs, Niners, Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. Now, let's talk about our bracket challenge, guys. So,
Yay.
Oh yeah, I
on the
can't wait for this part.
weekend, yeah, Rob went 0-2. Everybody else went 1-1. And
Good job,
because nobody in our bracket challenge picked the Kansas City Chiefs to win the Super Bowl, regardless of what happens, Nori is going to win our bracket challenge. Congratulations.
Good job, Nori.
Congratulations,
At least,
Nori.
well, man, I had to save us from chicken wing in some fucking, some
Yeah.
part. So sorry I failed before, but yeah.
So Nori
Sorry, Kings.
currently is at 60 points in first place. Chicken Wing is in second at 52. I'm in third with 48 points. Phil has 40 points. DJ 36 and Rob 32. Now, basically, Nori clinches first place. Chicken Wing clinches second. DJ can move up to. Let me see if I get this right. He can move up to third if the Niners win. If not, he stays in fifth.
Good
So,
job, DJ.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Good job, today.
Hell yeah.
So that's
Yeah, so I got
Nothing
to.
else
So
to
the Niners have to win. And then
I'll
I'll move up.
which you don't win
Team
any
with
money,
third.
but you just get to third place. So yeah,
What was this? Was
Yeah,
it $10 or $20?
it was $10. So we all owe Nori $10. Congratulations, Nori.
Nah, fuck him.
Thanks, man. I feel richer.
PayPal, Cash App, whatever in our chat there, and then we'll send the
Alright,
money
I'll
there
send-
that way. So congrats, Nori.
I'll send you $1 a paycheck.
It's
fine.
Matter
Matter of fact, no. I want you to send me a penny a fucking day. I want you to log into Cash App every fucking day and send me a penny until the debt is paid off.
Yes.
Don't you dare miss a day either.
Yes.
I will remember.
Definitely. We'll definitely do that.
For pennies a
Exactly.
day, you
That
too
I
can
want
feed
that
the
song
Puerto
playing
Rican.
every time you bring up Cash App.
Oh my gosh.
I hate you so much.
That's
stuff.
actually kind of funny.
All right.
I support this.
Whatever.
So a little
Yeah.
bit of sports news. All the coaching vacancies are filled, guys. There were 8 coaching vacancies, and here we go in order of their hire date. New England got Gerard Mayo, just promoted from within. The Raiders
Like it.
actually got smart and promoted Antonio Pierce. Can you believe it?
Like it.
I know.
Crazy.
The
I know.
Chargers, Jim Harbaugh.
You're welcome.
Like that for them.
Brian Callahan. Apparently he's good with quarterbacks. God, I hope so. Carolina, Dave Canales. Atlanta, Raheem Morris. Seattle, which I think is honestly the sleeper hire, Mike McDonald. It's hard to replace Pete Carroll. I still don't understand it, but if you're going to go with Mike McDonald, all right, cool.
That was
Yep. And
So here's a
I think
question.
there's
Here's a question for everybody. Who replaces Harbaugh at Michigan?
I think they just promoted that one guy who took over for him when he was suspended.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
exactly.
promoted him. Yeah. He
Yeah.
already knows the
Did
players.
well, since they
Did
still
that-
signed, you could just pick anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody cares.
So, Washington,
Oh, sorry.
Dan Quinn.
Sorry.
Fuck them. Fuck them.
I was waiting for that
Fuck.
reaction. This
Yeah.
hire got so much backlash in Washington among Washington fans. They're not
think it's
happy with
hilarious.
this. Yeah.
I don't understand why. I don't understand. He went to the
Neither
Super
do I.
Bowl. He was the best coach on Dallas. I can't believe people hating on this pick. I don't understand it.
It's,
I mean,
it's
help me
I
understand,
think they
please.
have
Because-
the wild card game fresh in their minds. Number one.
Exactly. That's why it's a bad taste in their mouth because they just watched Green Bay put up 41 defensively. Obviously, they had to take 6 to make it 48,
One
but they just
game
watched your
doesn't-
defense give that up.
One game
One
doesn't
game,
fucking
yeah.
count as a coach's resume. Let's be honest.
But if I'm
Look,
not
look, look.
DJ,
I'm not saying it's
DJ,
wrong.
we depend on you here. Can you give us the stats for how the Cowboys
Yeah.
ended the season defense,
Please.
please? No, seriously.
Look, I'm not saying I agree with what they said. That's just what they're saying. I think it's good for them because, I mean, Washington's been a dumpster fire for, what, 6 years?
No, we're not
So-
saying you agree. We're saying that help educate our 8 fans around the world and tell them that the Dallas ended how their defense ended. Granted, Washington does not have Micah Parsons, but Dan Quinn, I mean, fuck, dude, he's a good coordinator. He's a good coach. I would have killed for the Giants to get him as a defensive coordinator. Oh my god.
But you gotta remember, Nori, the 8 fans, they're not as angry as the Washington fans. So really the explanation needs to go to the Washington fans. So like, hey, you got somebody good here. Calm
Well, I think they're upset because I think he was like 3rd on their list of who they wanted. I think Mike McDonald was really higher up than like the fans really
They're
thought.
fucking Washington. They're lucky they have a list.
I know,
What
I
do you
get that, but
That's true.
that
That's
was
funny.
probably the big
That's
thing.
very
They
true.
basically feel like Quinn was a consolation prize, and he didn't have the best strong.
And he was, and they're goddamn lucky he went there.
Mhm.
They are fucking lucky. They took 25 cents into a dollar machine and they came out with $20. They're fucking lucky. They should count their blessings.
I got another question for y'all. Over under 7 years before they revert to the Redskins.
Under.
Not even
Under.
under.
I give it
Excuse me.
under.
Huh. I'm gonna go over.
Yeah,
Because they're gonna find some actual name that's worth keeping.
Oh my god.
No, but I mean,
No,
like,
no.
even like the Native Americans want that representation.
Representation.
We've never had a
Yeah.
problem with it.
They
It's
do.
it's ridiculous. The whole thing is ridiculous. I mean, I'm out here in Virginia right now. They don't call them the Commanders out here. They still call them the Redskins.
Dude,
Really?
even the Commanders fans don't call them the Commanders.
They call
Stupid
them the
name.
communists? Or
Snyder did that shit on purpose. I will not be convinced Snyder didn't do this on purpose. Where he saw a whole list of all the names that the fans and all of his executive board voted. And they said, "What's the worst one? Commanders. That's the one I'm picking." Because he was a cunt. He knew he was on the way. He knew he was on the way out. He knew it.
All the good ones were already trademarked by that some dude in Virginia. He just like picked up the trademark.
No, I think the number one voted one was the number one voted one was Red Wolves. That was not only a
trademark though.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Yes.
all the good
Dude
ones.
literally trademarked like
Some
all
dude
the
in
things that
Virginia,
were on the
bought
list.
the trademarks for all.
Oh,
the good
that
names.
fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, well, get cucked, Snyder.
Exactly.
No, he got cucked himself,
And
bro.
Snyder didn't want to pay the money to buy the trademark from him. So yeah, that was just the way it went.
I want to know how much she was asking for that trademark, cause like, man,
A lot of money, bro. He was like,
Sure.
"What's up?
Mhm.
Let's go."
I still think they should have gone with the Washington Caucasians, but that's just me. So
If it were me, if I was smart, I'd have said royalties, bro.
yeah,
Part owner.
Washington Caucasians would have been appropriate.
yeah, just put some white guy on the side of the helmet, like
Oh my
Yeah.
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 Some white Indian. I hate you both. I really do.
Wow.
I hate you
wow.
So of
Why
those
are you-
coaching hires, guys, which one is the best one? Do you think?
both. Belichick.
Horrible.
Belichick did-
Harbaugh, hands down.
Harbaugh.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
sorry.
Harbaugh's a champion. What have we been saying for the longest time? That the Chargers have
Hold on,
talent
hold on,
and they need a
hold
real
on.
coach.
Before that, Urban Meyer was a champion also. So
I mean, he
we
was
gotta
though.
slow our-
Hold on.
we gotta slow our roll on that. I think
No, we don't have to slow.
Quinn. I think-
No, we don't slow
I think
down.
Dan Quinn.
I think, sir. Let me remind you. That Harbaugh did go to the Super Bowl, right, against Baltimore.
Yeah.
Correct.
He did.
His ass
did.
didn't get laced, 28-3 at halftime and come back and cuck that away.
He's a champion.
Harbaugh was
but he got a
consistently
little
had the
assistance from
49ers.
He got an assistance
49ers
from
were
the Northern
consistently
Power Grid.
strong under Harbaugh. There's no way that Quinn
Power.
has a better resume.
I mean,
What-
Harbaugh's
what did-
would have
what
been
did-
worse had it not been for the power grid in New Orleans. Let's
Bro,
be honest.
listen.
Right.
I
So you
paid
think-
good
you
money
think-
for
you
that,
think-
all right? And listen, I paid good money for that shit. I needed a turnaround. All right? Fuck off. Fuck.
So what I'm hearing, Nori, is you believe that Harbaugh is going to prevent the Chargers from charging.
Yes.
I
I mean,
If they can't,
anyone
if they-
can?
If he can't, no, right? Out of all these hires, the question was, out of all these hires, who's the best one? And I think it's by a landslide Harbaugh, because he had the 49ers consistently good. That motherfucker made Colin Kaepernick look like a competent quarterback. Okay, that's how good that fucking franchise was.
He did turn us around
So-
for 3-13 season.
Quinn
Really his
Quinn had
first-
Quinn had one great marvelous season with Atlanta. They were not doing shit before that. Harbaugh
Fair
always had the 49ers in it. Look at the
Fair
resume.
enough.
The resume speaks for itself. I don't like Harbaugh. I think he's a cuck. But look at the resume.
Fair enough.
I still hate you, Rob.
what did I do? I didn't even say nothing.
You were a Lions fan.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Some other NFL news. I think this is going to be discussed a bit in the offseason and could very well become a reality. The NFL is looking to possibly adopt the UFL, formerly the XFL, the USFL's kickoff rule. Are you guys familiar with this kickoff rule?
Evidently
Hold
not.
up. Is
No.
that the one? Is that the one where you can take it on your own 20 at 4th and
Well, that's if you
20
want
or
to do an
whatever?
onside, but the normal kickoff, you still kick off from the 30, I believe, right? 30 or 35.
Mm-hmm.
The kickoff team lines up on the opponent's 40, and the receiving team, everybody else lines up on their own 35. And then you have one kick returner in the back. The kicker kicks the ball, and nobody can move until the ball either A, hits the ground, or B, is fielded by the returner. And then, boom, off and running.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I
But-
mean, I
That's
really like the way that the UFL or XFL or whatever it is, that you can take 4th and 10 on your own 20
Yes.
instead of kicking it off.
Yeah,
I thought that was
that
awesome.
was the other option. Instead of onside kicks, yeah, you go 4th and 10, or some leagues did 4th and 15 or whatever, and you got to get a first down if you wanted to keep the ball. If not, the ball goes over on downs right there on the spot where you lose it. So it's a
I
hell of a
like that
game.
better personally.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool.
It's wild.
Yeah. But I wanted to get y'all's thoughts. What do you think? Should the NFL adopt this rule?
Yes.
Kickoff.
It would help to
Well-
prevent a lot of injuries. I can say that.
Yeah, with the NFL, should they adopt the rule? It's usually yes, because they're so goddamn behind between college and even the XFL is more exciting. So
Agreed.
yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Okay.
Get modern.
Hope it's one they do some serious consideration on for sure. Instead of focusing on, oh, I fumbled it through the back of the end zone, so it goes to the other team. Hang on to the goddamn ball, you dipshit. All right. MLB news. We mentioned Altuve's extension, but apparently the A's may not be moving to Vegas after all.
Mayor's just like, nah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome.
Basically, yeah, Rob said it. The Vegas mayor's like, we're good. Y'all should try and stay in Oakland. Your stadium plan's stupid. So, yeah. And I'm curious to see
do we even
how-
know what the plans were? Like, are they really that bad?
They had some renderings of a possible stadium. The issue was, of course, I think their lease is up on the Coliseum in Oakland.
Mhm.
Where are they going to play in the meantime? Salt Lake City was like, hey, we'll house you for a few years while your stadium's getting built, all this stuff. It's a little bit of a fiasco. And the Vegas mayor's like, this is not good. Like, this isn't a good idea. I don't know if there's like some financial specifics, if they're waiting for like public money, whatever. But he's like, y'all
Waiting
should
for
really
the
try and
mob.
stay in Oakland. Yeah, right.
Right.
So, yeah, y'all should really stay in Oakland is basically what they said. So, and that's a bit surprising, but I can understand. I mean, look, playing baseball in the desert, granted, I'm sure they have a roof and everything like that. Arizona makes it work, but Vegas is a whole other level, man, in the middle of the summer. So, do you think Oakland will build the A's a new stadium?
They're gonna have to now. They just got cucked by the mayor. They're gonna fucking have to. I mean, really, they just embarrass the owners.
Yeah.
Like, and to make Oakland pay for it is shitty. So shut the fuck up and just build it, and then make money in the new stadium. It's not like they're not gonna overcharge people anyway.
It is
Yeah.
Vegas, so
It's true. So,
Vegas is complete now. They have everything, right? They have baseball, hockey. I don't
well,
think
Vegas has football. They have hockey. They have the WNBA.
Don't they have an MLS team? They have a soccer team, don't they?
I don't know if is it MLS or is it the next level down? I can't remember.
It might be.
Yeah, I don't think
USL.
it's MLS.
Yeah,
It might be like USL or something.
possibly. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, it's become. I mean, it's already a sports town with all the betting and everything like that. So, for sure. But it is just crazy that I think there was I listened to a podcast that years ago the NFL would not let the Super Bowl air a "What happens
There
here
you-
stays here" Vegas TV ad because of the gambling implications. And now the Super Bowl's in Las Vegas, so it's kind of crazy.
Irony.
Yes.
Didn't see that coming.
No.
Never saw that coming.
All right. Overreacting minority segment, and I'm gonna go ahead with the first one here, guys. You ready?
Go.
No.
The New York Knicks will get to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Not an overreaction.
If they keep playing like they're playing, that is not an overreaction.
Nori.
I was waiting until everybody else went.
Okay.
Definitely not an overreaction. I mean, I'm the most realistic Knicks fan you'll find on the planet Earth. Every year, I'm like, yeah, they suck. Yeah, they suck. Oh, they made the playoffs. That's cool. They're probably gonna get dunked round 1 and round 2 because there's usually a talent deficit. We still don't have a superstar, but the fact that Jalen Brunson is becoming one, Julius Randle is not asked to save the franchise because he's not that good, and the fact that we have now a third and fourth and fifth option for offense and defense, and like somebody could take a night off and we're still a really good team. I haven't fucking seen that shit since not even '99, since '94. So
I was about to say.
yeah,
I think as a fan in your lifetime, '99 was probably the closest the Knicks got to a championship. Maybe
it was the
90.
closest, but they weren't as good as the '94 team. That
94
'94 team should have fucking won. That '99 team got smoked by a young Duncan and Robinson both in the same time. Nobody on the team. Nobody was going to beat them. They were cooked. They had no chance. But the '94 team should have won. But without rehashing history, my point is that this is the best I've seen them in 30 years. and I would definitely put money on them beating any team in the NBA first to 4. They beat the fucking world champions by 40 points. For those of you who don't watch basketball, that wasn't some lucky one night. Like they're beating some good ass teams.
Do the Knicks still play the Garden? Just curious.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah. I don't know if you were fucking me or not, but yeah, they played the Garden. Yeah.
No, I wasn't sure. I was checking with you. Yeah, I was just asking.
Yeah, the Brooklyn Nets are the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, and the Knicks are still in MSG. Yeah, that's the moneymaker. Them and the New York Rangers.
The Rangers aren't having too bad of a season either. So, right now the Knicks are plus 2,100 to win an NBA championship. You bet $100, you can win.
Bet $100.
Yes.
Dude, could you imagine if the Niners and the Knicks win the championship in the same year?
Man, listen.
You said it.
Let's just go
you're
with the Knicks.
You're more confident.
Listen, let me tell you. Let me tell you how desperate I am. Let me tell you how desperate I am to see a Knicks championship in my lifetime. I'll take another 10 years of Giants misery if the Knicks win once.
Woo.
Well, your Giants have won
I know.
Super Bowl in your lifetime, so you're good.
Right.
Okay.
That too.
Would you take
I'll take another 10 years.
Would you take another 10 years of Yankees misery to see your Knicks win once?
Oh yeah, I'm borderline. I'm borderline. If I
He
ever,
sacrifices
if I
Yankees.
ever, if I
He
ever
definitely
leave, if I ever fucking leave a franchise, seriously leave a franchise, even though they're tattooed on my arm, it would be the goddamn Yankees because I truly hate how they ran as ownership.
Okay.
And I'm not even joking. I would actually, I would leave them in a fucking heartbeat. If
Okay.
I leave for anybody, it would be the goddamn Dodgers.
Then I'll throw it this way.
Nice.
The Knicks
Come
can
to
win
the
a
dark side.
championship, but then the Mets would also have to win a World Series.
Oh my God, the Mets could win 4 straight.
Okay,
Yeah, see?
This is the Knicks.
This is the Knicks, people.
Okay, let me. All right, are you all sitting down for this? Are you all sitting down for this?
Oh yes,
I- I would take a Knicks championship if the Cowboys win the Super Bowl.
Oh my God! There it is.
I'm logging off.
That's how much I fucking
Good
love.
night.
That's how much I love my Knickerbockers. That's how much I love them. I really, really love them. They're my second favorite team out of all my teams.
I'm logging.
Nori, hold on. I think your mic
I'm
was
not drunk
cutting out.
either.
Can you say that again?
No, I'm not.
One
I'm
more
not
time.
drunk. I Nori without blinking and saying this with a straight face, not under duress. I love my New York Knicks so goddamn much that I've heard about the Civil War. I heard about World War II, but I wasn't there. I didn't see it. Allegedly, it happened. Right? I've heard they won the last time they won a title was goddamn 1973 when Phil Jackson was a fucking player. So I'm 40 years old and never seen this glory. I want to see it once. If I have to tolerate Cowboys fans, I don't fucking care. Because the Niners are about to get 6 anyway, so I don't give a shit. So I'll tolerate them. But the Knicks,
Oh my God.
I want to see one. In my lifetime, before I die, I want to see them win a title.
DJ is about to make that your ringtone, bro. So I'm just saying.
I don't give a fuck.
No, yeah,
Like I
that-
honestly,
It's his
Nice to
alarm
hear.
now.
with the coaching
Yeah.
change Milwaukee made, with the way the Knicks have responded after that trade, and the trade deadline's coming up. Like, I think are
Yep.
they gonna make a play for DeJounte Murray because he's out there.
I honestly, so that's why you guys don't watch the Knicks news or anything, but basically, there was a huge thing between Rich Paul and Leon Rose, right, from Clutch Sports and CAA. They hated each other, right, about clients and all this other bullshit. If Leon wasn't really, really interested in doing this, he wouldn't have met with fucking Rich Paul to kiss the ring. Leon Rose put his whole pride aside, and met with him for dinner, and pretty much they patched it up, and they're both looking forward to, and I quote, a brand new relationship. They wouldn't do that if there wasn't serious talks to bring him to the Knicks. And if they
Right.
bring him, it's fucking over.
I'm throwing my hat in here right now. If I'm looking at it close to the midpoint of the season, a little over with the All-Star break coming up, I think the Knicks are going to the NBA Finals. The changes that happened in the East and everything like that, I think they can beat, like you said, I think they can beat Boston in a 7-game series. So
Milwaukee has Doc Rivers, and somehow, I know we're all shocked here, they've been losing since they got Doc Rivers. I know that's crazy.
What?
They've been
No.
no.
So
way.
I love Giannis. I love
No.
Giannis and I love Dame. So I guess I'm just not going to watch them get a championship this year. Boston's really good, but again, good luck beating this Knicks squad 4 times. I want to see it happen.
Yep.
Who comes out of the West?
Oh boy.
I don't think. I think
Oklahoma
OKC is too
City.
young. I think they're too young.
Minnesota, honestly. I think Minnesota.
Mm,
Yeah. I mean, shit. The
I don't
top
think
four.
anybody.
I mean, it's a dead heat basically. So
I don't think anybody can beat a focused Denver in the playoffs 4 times in the West. Keyword focused, and they are a very very good coach team. They don't have to be the number 1 seed to repeat. They don't. OKC is really really young. They're really strong. They have draft picks until all of our daughters are in college. With that being said, I still think they're way too young. SGA might win MVP, and I hope he does.
I'm sorry.
But yeah,
it's crazy that right now
I don't think so.
the Warriors are not even in the play-in at
Nah.
this point. That's not.
Nah.
They're cooked. They're cooked. They're
Yeah.
cooked.
Yeah, it's over. It's over for them.
Does Clay
As
get
a
traded?
team. To who? Who's going to take him? If you can't play with the Warriors, you can't even be a 4th option on the Warriors. Who's taking him?
The Knicks.
The XFL?
I mean,
Who's fucking
maybe.
taking him?
I don't know.
Yeah, no. Clay needs to just retire with grace because he's too proud to be a 4-time champion. As he reminds everybody every time he misses, he reminds everybody he's a 4-time champion. He wouldn't start on any team right now. You can't name one team that Clay's an upgrade.
Spurs.
No.
No. Okay.
No. I'll take a young kid who may or may not make it.
Right now, I think they're starting. It's starting to mesh, and let's see what they do.
No,
over the
Clay
Lenny
would
road
only
trip.
be good on the Spurs if he was on the bench as a mentor, which that motherfucker ain't trying to do.
Yeah, he'd have to come off the bench, and maybe under
Exactly.
Popovich he would listen.
Exactly.
But I think Pop's doing a great job. Obviously, Wemby, we're going to get the talent around him. Some free agents have already said they want to come play for the Spurs because Wemby's there. So we'll see what happens next season. But it's
I gotta
they're building.
ask JC. I gotta ask JC here.
What?
Because he is James Harden's biggest hater. You've been real quiet since the
Oh.
5th week, and the Clippers have been the 2nd best team in the NBA. They've been
I'm
number 1
being
and 2 in the
patient.
West.
I'm being patient.
That
Because
chemistry is insane. Their
Oh.
chemistry is insane.
it's insane for now, but
And Kawhi's
find a way
healthy,
to blow
which
it.
is
For
Nope.
now.
we're enjoying Kawhi being healthy. But the Clippers are finally doing what we all thought they should have been doing all this time. Right? Keyword right now.
right now, exactly.
And their health never holds up. But if it does, I want the Knicks to play them in the finals. Because fuck, the
I
team's
will wear a
loaded.
Knicks jersey if you're playing the Clippers in the finals at this point. But
You-
Harden will find a way to blow it. Westbrook will find a way to blow it. Kawhi staying healthy, yeah, that's a big one, right? And then
Any of them staying. Hold on. Any of them staying healthy. Paul George,
Yeah.
James Harden. Any of them staying healthy is a miracle.
And if they're ever at any point facing elimination in the playoffs, Harden will shut down. That's his MO. As soon as his team has lost 3 games in a playoff series, he shuts down, and it's winter when he needs to win or go home.
Fuck
He's
Kawhi.
always gone home. Look at his career. Can never survive an elimination game. He just disappears. So, not worried about it because it's still a long season, and the All-Star break's going to hit. I think Denver's just going to suddenly sprout wings and take off. You said Oklahoma City's young. I mean, they'll stay around, but towards the end they might fall off a bit. Minnesota is really good. I think
Minnesota's very, very good.
I think the Western Conference Finals
They are.
now is going to come down to Minnesota and Denver.
I'm shocked at the top 3 teams in the Minnesota in the Western Conference, and that one of them is not Denver. I'm fucking shocked. It's cool to see though. I like seeing different teams. It's dope to see.
The West is
I don't
one of
think
those
any of
right
them will
now
be in the
where,
finals, but
you can win one week and be the number 1 seed, lose the next day, and you're the 5 seed. That's just going to be the West right now, and that's going to be like that. This is going back to the Spurs, Lakers, and Mavericks, and Suns heyday of when it was always those 4 battling it out. Rob, you remember those days, right?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yep. So, all right, Jangway, what overreactions do you have?
Fuck Kawhi.
Super Bowl? Fuck.
Oh, sorry.
hold on. Why do you hate Kawhi so much? I'll never understand that.
He's a
Why?
bitch. I'm not gonna
He's
get
a
into it.
quitter. We don't like quitters in San Antonio playing football. So,
Yeah. I need several shots before I get into that because I will rage in anger over him. Anyway, so I only have 4 overreacting minorities because the rest of mine are what's more likely is because obviously Super Bowl, 1 game, 2 teams. There you go. Not a lot to go with. So, and all these are for everybody. I'm not gonna do just like a 1 for person type of thing. So, the first one I have overreacting minorities is someone we're not expecting will score a touchdown this Sunday.
That's not an overreaction.
It's not a reaction. It happens in every Super Bowl.
Kadarius Toney scored a touchdown last year.
Fuck.
I think they need to keep him inactive. If he's inactive, the Chiefs might win. If he's active, Chiefs will lose.
I need him active. I need him ready to go. I need him.
He can be
100%.
active as long as Phil's a Niners fan.
No, okay. Anyway, so all right. So the next one is if the 49ers win, Purdy will be more on the Brady path than Mahomes will.
Wait, repeat that?
No.
If the 49ers
I want to make sure you
win,
said what you just said.
yeah, if the 49ers win, Purdy will be on the more on the Brady path than Mahomes, and you have to look at it. You
How?
have to look at it from
No.
start to finish of the career.
No.
Okay,
Purdy's
go ahead.
got
Yeah.
one. How many
The only
Mahomes
similarity
have?
they have,
Yeah.
the only similarity they have is an underrated draft pick. That's it. That's all
the
they share.
start. That's
nothing
Mahomes
else.
was drafted when?
He was
First round.
He was
He was the
round.
first round draft pick.
First round.
Yeah.
So he's not even on
He
the
was
Brady path.
he was a first round draft
by
pick where
default.
Kansas City mortgaged like 3 picks to move up and get him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's not even on the Brady
he-
path. Like it never was. It never will be.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
you have to look at start to finish, Nori. You don't have to look at stats and wins. That's what I'm saying. So
Hold on. Why is Mahomes not on the Brady path?
Because he wasn't
'Cause
a late
he
round
wasn't,
draft pick. Are we
uh,
talking like a late round draft pick that went on to?
Yeah, later on draft pick
that's one
that goes
thing.
on to be
That's
like
one
Well,
thing
it
about
depends what
Brady.
Mike
champion
means. What
I
Brady
just
path
said
does it
it.
mean?
I just
Like
said
like greatness?
You're looking at Brady's
Go ahead.
career from start to finish, which will include his draft, how he started, how he got in, things of that nature, and then you want to add wins to the resume. So that's what I'm saying. So when you're looking
Okay, so
at the
I mean,
That's a
Go ahead.
pretty big boost to the resume when you have that many Super Bowl rings already.
that's
Yeah.
also true, right? So that's a boost in the resume on Mahomes' side, but again,
Right.
how many years did Brady play before he got his win? You know what I'm saying? Mahomes
3.
was almost
It's 3, right? Yeah.
was 3.
It's 3.
Came in
Yeah.
for Bledsoe and then never looked back. Yeah.
Never looked back.
Yep.
And as opposed to Mahomes, he was pretty much a plug, and he was like, "All right, cool, you're in." Like because he had the
Well,
one behind
nobody
Alex
nobody
Smith.
since Brady has been a back-to-back champion. So I think Mahomes is closer. And he's already won an MVP. I mean, I think he's closer to Brady than Purdy is. Like Purdy would have to do this shit 2 to 3 more times to be in that conversation. Or win an
difference
MVP.
is Mahomes. These expectations were on Mahomes to do something great like this. Nobody thought
be like Brady?
was going to do what he did. Nobody thought Brady was going to do what he did. Nobody. You can't sit there and honestly
correct.
tell me when you got to that Super Bowl, Tom Brady gets there and it's like, oh, everybody thought the Rams were going to fucking go back to back, right? Like everybody thought that was going to happen, and then Patriots came out like a team, and that was a different story, and that started the legend. So.
I think it's different from Mahomes because I think Brady was very beneficial to have a great genius defensive mind to, shut down anything. The rules were fucking changed for him. Mahomes is mostly just him. And then when people said that, oh, you only did it with Tyreek Hill, and then he did it without him.
Yeah.
I mean, and then their
That's
defense has
true.
always been average or middle of the pack.
And
Now,
same thing
Purdy,
with
I love him. But Purdy, I hope he wins, and I hope he's the franchise guy for another 10 years. But I don't think that for Kansas City does. If you go position to position, coach to coach, 49ers should be the favorite, right? So Purdy, this is kind of his to fuck up, if anything.
no
I'm just saying, like, even if he wins, Brady won with less talented teams. So I don't think Purdy is close to, because that's unfortunately something that's always going to go against him. Oh, Purdy was on a loaded team. Brady really wasn't on a loaded team. When he wasn't on a loaded team, they got stomped the fuck out. 18-1.
twice.
So
that's nice.
well, no, they didn't. No,
Right.
they weren't as good as they were in 2007. That was the greatest offensive team like ever. Like no one's matched those records, right? And then they lost. But again, Brady, throughout his career, minus Tampa, always rode a team with much better defense than offense. So it's harder. It's in a way harder to duplicate what he did. I don't know. I'm just saying. I think to answer your long-winded answer, I think Mahomes is a lot closer, and Purdy would have to not only win an MVP, but he'd have to show that he's winning with his arm instead of just, oh, it's the 49ers and they have CMC and Debo and blah blah blah. He's gonna have to, win with his arm a lot more. if that makes sense. Not just be a quote unquote game manager.
Well, no, I think he's after the conference championship game. I think all those quote unquote game manager quarterbacks, like he's not in the club. He's making plays. He's not.
I don't think so. I think he's very good. I think he's perfect for them, and I think he's a good quarterback. And I think if Purdy was drafted in the first round, nobody was saying what they're saying about him.
Exactly.
I think he gets shit on. I think he gets shit on almost more than Lamar.
Yeah,
and it's
but
it's
the
not
fact
fair.
that he was
So,
Mr. Irrelevant and he's done what he came
right.
in as a third.
It's a great story. Yeah, it's a great story. I
It's a
agree.
great story, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can go either direction, but like, that's why the question was phrased that way. Because if you look at Brady's entire career from start to finish, yeah, you can always make comparisons to the two. Again, I'm not saying Nori, you're wrong, or you're like, oh no, because at the end of the day, Mahomes has been in the league longer than Purdy. Yeah, okay, so that's not fair, but at the same time, it's just like, okay, but then again, look at Purdy, and then people make the argument, oh, Purdy's on the stacked team, Mahomes isn't. Well, wait a minute, he had a stacked team a couple years prior to that, so that's why it's a back and forth type of one on that one.
Yeah.
But my next question is, multiple teams will go from worst to first next season, division-wise.
I kind of have to think about that before I answer. Goes from worst to the worst team.
Multiple teams.
So the Panthers have no chance of going. I can't see the Panthers going to first. I just can't see it. I can't see the Washington or the Giants going to first, not in the NFC East. I can't see nobody's supplanting the 49ers. The Bengals were the Bengals were the quote unquote worst team. Record wise. So I guess if you want to count them, even though we know that's a joke because of injuries.
Yeah, we're just looking at records. Worst to first.
AFC East, nobody's no.
Patriots.
The Pats
no.
will get. The Patriots are not sniffing that anytime soon. They're the worst team in the NFL still. I don't see multiple teams. I don't see multiple teams going from worst to first. I don't see that happening.
Chargers.
Overreaction. I don't think so.
Overreaction.
Nah.
The only one I'm seeing is Cincy.
The Chargers don't take the AFC West as long as Patrick Mahomes is alive.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. And
Don't see
then the final question on the overreacting side is 5 quarterbacks will go out of the first round this draft.
Not an overreaction. It's a pretty
Overreaction.
Not an overreaction.
5.
Yep.
I think it's an overreaction.
Let me look at the draft order.
I think some of these quarterbacks are pretty overrated.
Doesn't mean they won't get drafted.
True. Unless it's draft day, then Vontae Mack will get picked first.
Let me see what they're projecting. Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah. Yes,
Great
sir.
movie. Great fucking movie. Let's see. Bears. I don't think the Bears should. I think Washington takes one. That's one. You think New England takes a quarterback?
Yes.
At this point, yes.
Two.
Yeah.
At this point,
Absolutely.
The Giants.
If you're starting 2 quarterbacks all year, and there's no way also a rookie head coach doesn't want his own guy, they have to have a
Exactly.
regime. I knew everything.
All right. Well, that's 2. What about the Giants?
They're not
Well, what
taking
are you
a
going to do with Daniel Jones? Daniel Jones got
So,
the
so from
180
everything I just
quarterback.
read, me and a bunch of Giants fans have been arguing this entire time because there was some note that came out that said not only the coaching staff, not only the leadership, not only the players, all of them believe in Daniel Jones.
Okay.
So what I think they're going to do, is they're going to actually make another attempt to fix the offensive line, maybe move Evan Neal to right guard, maybe draft the right tackle. But I think what they're going to do, what they haven't done since Kadarius Toney, because they obviously need to do this shit again and try it again, they need to draft a true number 1 wide receiver. We don't have that. You can't assess your quarterback if you don't have enough offensive talent, and we just don't. We have some good substitute teachers, but we need the guy. We don't have the guy yet. We just don't.
Okay.
So that's the. I don't think the Giants take quarterback.
Titans won't take one. Falcons.
They have to.
That's 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Bears have 2 first-round picks. Do they use one of those on a quarterback?
Washington takes one.
Yeah, I already got
Washington's
that.
probably gonna take
far,
Caleb
I've got-
Williams.
So far, I've got Washington, New England, and Atlanta. The Bears have 2 first-round picks. Do they use one on a quarterback?
I don't think
I know
so.
Caleb
I think,
don't want.
I think they're gonna.
They
I think
shouldn't.
they'll stick with Justin
It's the
Fields.
Bears here.
They stick with Fields.
They
Okay.
shouldn't. All the fans are screaming for them not to draft the quarterback. So I don't know. I don't think Caleb Williams is an immediate upgrade. I don't think Drake May is an immediate upgrade over
No.
Fields. I think Fields just needs a stronger offensive line. How about fix that what used to be a strong Chicago defense. How about get that kid some help instead of fucking switching quarterbacks every 2 years? He's a franchise
Okay.
quarterback. I'd kill to have him on the Giants.
Let's see. The Jets. No.
Vikings, maybe.
Vikings probably. I could see the Vikings doing that.
Absolutely.
Cousins wants way too much money. He's not
Yeah.
giving them a hometown discount. I
So
don't think Cousins wants to be there for how much he wants to get paid. I don't think he wants to be there anymore.
Yeah, so that's for Denver and probably not. Maybe. Who knows? Raiders.
Seattle?
Seattle could.
There's no way they think Geno Smith is a fucking franchise quarterback. There's no way.
Not with the new head coach.
All right.
Right,
Well,
that too,
would
thank
be
you.
the fifth.
Yeah.
So very good chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there could be more also.
Yeah.
There could be more
could
also.
be
Are the
Indianapolis, could
Steelers
be
sold on Kenny
Oakland.
Pinkett?
Yeah.
Are the Steelers sold on him? I wouldn't be.
No.
Good story.
No.
Good story for Pennsylvania, but I don't know if they're completely sold on him.
True. But then again, you gotta look at other holes that they
Could
gotta
be.
fill too.
I
So,
mean, are the Cardinals going to stick with Kyler Murray? So
I fucking would. Oh my god, I'd take that kid in a heartbeat.
yeah.
What's his worst
Or
problem?
get-
He plays too much
or
Call
get
of
a
Duty.
trade out of it.
He's
Yeah,
short.
or whatever.
That's been the knock on him is his height and starting to catch up to him.
But people forget a few years ago with Kingsbury how he had almost an MVP season.
Yeah.
Like, all right,
Yeah.
cool. The second half they had a collapse. They got downloaded. But no fucking way is he like I wouldn't draft a quarterback over him. Absolutely not. No way. And didn't Arizona beat some decent teams and give the 49ers a hard time too?
Sort
Well,
of.
they definitely beat up Philly.
Sort of. Yeah,
They
they
beat,
did.
that's my point. Nah. Arizona's
They owned the
Arizona
East.
actually will be. Arizona will actually be middle of the pack next year. I think they'll probably be 7-9 or 8-9 actually. I think they'll be right around there. I know there's other teams that need a quarterback.
Okay.
Um,
Good chance 5 go in the first round, but yeah. you never
Cool.
know.
All right, so the next 7 are
yeah,
just
there's a good
what's more
chance. Yes,
likely.
I guess there is. I changed my answer.
Boom, 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 boom. All right, so let's knock them down. Super Bowl MVP will be I'm sorry. What's more likely? Super Bowl MVP will be a non-quarterback or a quarterback.
Quarterback.
Or quarterback. They should just
Yeah,
change it to the
quarterback.
quarterback award.
Exactly. There's no way.
It's going to be Purdy or Mahomes. It's just
So as much as I
Yeah.
like to agree
unless
with y'all,
McCaffrey goes
the
off for like
last
5 fucking
10
touchdowns.
last 10 Super Bowls, 4 of them were non-quarterbacks. So just saying.
I mean, I could see Christian McCaffrey getting it. Or
You can see
I
Travis
could-
Kelsey getting it.
Travis Kelsey.
I could see Tebow getting it.
That's what I'm saying. So there's a lot more skill positions than as much as I like to agree. It's a quarterback would-
or because they won't give the MVP to a running back because they just fucking refuse. Maybe they'll sprinkle this in and throw him a bone. Maybe they'll give it to CMC.
So you mean to tell me if CMC gets 5 touchdowns, they'll be like, nah. Brock Purdy got it.
He shouldn't need 5 because the voting system is political anyway. So the MVP never goes to the actual best player in the league. It goes to the best quarterback. So since they know fans are pissed off and they don't want Lamar as the MVP because he really shouldn't be the MVP, he wasn't the most valuable player in the league, right?
What?
It should go to
No,
CMC.
no. I'm talking about Super Bowl quarterback.
Super Bowl MVP.
Listen to my point.
Okay.
I think that because fans are so annoyed and pissed off that they know the MVP is going to go to Lamar, I think the NFL will throw a bone and says, "Okay, cool, here you go. Well, the Super Bowl MVP will go to CMC now." That's all.
I see what you're saying. You're saying that the NFL MVP, the season MVP, will go to Lamar, but because of that, it's going to go to a non-quarterback. Is what you're saying, like CMC or okay. I see what you're saying.
Like I said,
Yeah, they think
the
that
NFL,
they think fans are stupid and they'll just shut them up.
the NFL needs to adopt what the NHL does and just give best award by position.
Cool.
Position awards, right?
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right,
Agreed.
so-
Everybody be happy with that.
What's more likely, more rushing touchdowns or more passing touchdowns?
Right.
Passing.
Rushing.
Rushing.
Really? CMC?
I think rushing.
Rushing.
Pass defenses are really
Rushing.
good on these
I think
teams,
rushing.
So, yeah, I say
Exactly.
Because the 49ers were beating their ass, and they let Mahomes come back. If you run the ball and control the clock, it's the best way to keep Mahomes, Brady, all those people off the field is when
Off
they're
the
actually
field.
not playing.
Of course.
They could beat
All
them.
right, so
They could win the Super Bowl with 14-10.
True. I mean, look at was it Rams Patriots that game?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking 9-6 or whatever. All right, cool. Which one of these which quarterback is more likely to throw multiple picks? Purdy or
Mahomes.
Purdy.
Purdy.
Definitely Purdy.
Mahomes has taken
Purdy.
care of the
Purdy.
Mahomes postseason
Yeah.
so well. He really has. I think Purdy.
Purdy's never been there before. The pressure on him, no fucking way. No, Purdy by and far. Mahomes has been there, three times.
Mahomes.
All right. So what's more
Are you
likely?
saying because the 49ers defense is that way?
Yeah. Well, they're both defenses are great. Both pass
I'm
defenses are
saying
great.
it because of that, but I'm also saying it because Mahomes has such a green light that he's going to take more risks than Brock Purdy will, and that's going to cost him.
I
That's
get
why
that, but
I'm saying it.
Kadarius Toney is not there to help the other team.
That's fair, but that's more Kadarius Tony's not there to
He was the
drop
source of their
passes that he
problems.
can't.
At the beginning of the season.
He was the cancer. He was the cancer. He was the cancer. They rooted out the cancer, and that's it. Yeah, in my opinion.
So just keep in mind he's had 14 picks this season, Nori. Mahomes did.
I believe it. I think
So-
this is an insane amount of pressure for
For both,
Purdy.
for
This
them.
is literally
Oh, for
his second
sure.
season in the NFL.
Yeah, for sure.
Not for
sure.
Mahomes. Mahomes has fucking been there, done that.
He's been there, done that, but that doesn't mean that the defense he's played against so far is like up to the standard of the 49ers. That's what I'm saying. So it's a different game altogether. But y'all both have y'all's reasons, and ironically, it's a split. That's fun. Kelsey sets the single game receptions record, or McCaffrey sets the single game rushing record.
McCaffrey.
Kelsey.
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey.
DJ just likes chaos today. Holy shit!
I just think that Mahomes is going to feed Kelsey because that's what the NFL wants.
Facts. So we can get more Taylor Swift on there. Yeah, you're probably right.
Exactly.
All right, you're probably right.
It is what it is.
He can
All
feed
right.
him the ball all he wants, but then the 49ers are going to be so smart. They're like, all right, cool. We're not going to have you zooming. You're not going to be catching the ball and us end up zooming in on fucking the Swifties. We're going to pick you off every time.
Yeah, 'cause
Good luck
who
stopping
else-
McCaffrey. You
Which
know
will-
he's fucking coming. You
Yeah,
know
of
he's
course.
coming. Do something about it.
Which would then tie into the ball going to somewhere other than Kelsey, which go to picks, like DJ said. I'm just kidding. All right, so what's more likely? Eagles will miss the playoffs, or the Giants?
Yes.
Or the Commanders?
Oh, I didn't let you finish. My fault. Go ahead. Finish the
No,
question.
I love that,
dude.
DJ.
Oh, it's so
I love
great.
it.
You're so
Yeah.
goddamn funny. I fucking love you, man.
Yeah. Love you too, buddy.
That was so funny. That was really good. That was really good.
So,
I
of
could
the
What is
three,
more likely of the
what's
of
more
those three?
likely of those three?
Someone's definitely gonna have to miss. So.
Washington.
So so the way you want to look at this question is who's the first of the three to get eliminated?
Washington.
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 I think
They're not
Washington. Yeah.
Washington's in a
quarterback.
full-on rebuild. I mean, they'll probably
Yeah.
win
Right.
4 or
Right.
5 games next year. They'll win more than they won last year.
Okay.
But they're still not going to make the playoffs.
What if Washington
Dan
turns
Quinn's a
it
good
around
coach.
and becomes like Texas
That's
or
what
the
I'm saying,
Texans?
bro. What
Dan
if they
Quinn
turn
is
it
a good coach, but he's not a magician. I just think there's a talent missing, and I just cannot see. I don't think the Giants will make the playoffs next year, but if they fix the
They'll
offensive
be
line, then the
enough
sky's the
money.
limit. I don't know.
if
I don't know.
Caleb Williams falls to Washington and Kingsbury gets his hand on him, I mean,
Yeah, that's
that's the right coordinator for Williams, honestly.
So that's kind of
That's
funny.
fair.
You
I agree.
mentioned that.
I agree with
I don't
that.
know if they'll make the playoffs, but Williams will get him close if he has Kingsbury.
So
backing
that's
him
kind
up.
of funny you mentioned that, JC, because that's actually my next question. So what's more likely? Commanders will trade to take the number one for Chicago, or will Chicago keep the number one pick?
Chicago keeps the
Chicago,
pick.
right.
Chicago will trade out of the number one spot to another team that wants Caleb Williams. That's what I think is going to happen.
That's what I'm
But
saying. Commanders would probably
Yeah.
No,
want
I
that.
don't. I don't know what would you give up to move up one spot.
Fuck, I don't know.
So
I mean, Chicago got fleeced when they moved up one spot, and they got fucking what, Trubinsky or whatever his name was, and we just took not Navarro, but we took Eric Armstead.
yeah,
Yeah,
I just
it was Trubisky.
Yeah, Trubinsky. Yeah,
man, there's just going to be some lucky trade. Who
and they gave
knows?
him a lot just to move up to number 2, and we're like, all right, we
Yeah.
got it anyway.
I don't know. I mean,
Well, the Commanders are going to have to do something because Cliff Kingsbury going to Washington, that's great for Washington. Hallelujah, good job for y'all.
Yeah.
But they're not going to do anything with Sam Howell as quarterback. That is not a Cliff Kingsbury quarterback. There's no way. So they're going to have to grab somebody.
Okay.
that's oh boy, that's gonna be tough. It's hard to justify trading up for a quarterback like that when the Washington has a lot more needs on the quarterback. It's not just that. So that's
With all these new head coaches, though, I mean, I know it's not the head coach's call, but there's gonna be some demands made that we need to. I know what the problem is. Here's how we need to fix it. It's gonna be. I can see the Commanders definitely trading up, and I mean, hell, Harbaugh may want to trade up, not for a quarterback necessarily, but whatever he deems. With this many new coaches, there's gonna be some trading up. They want these slots.
Got you. Okay. So, last question. I'm gonna preface it by saying it's gonna be between the Chargers and the Ravens. Okay, so that's how I'm gonna start it. So, the
Jesus Christ.
Ravens are playing the NFC East, and it looks like the AFC West this season. Okay,
Hmm.
and then the Chargers are playing obviously the AFC North, and it looks like the NFC South. So knowing that, what's more likely? Jim gets more wins or John gets more wins this upcoming season?
Jim, they're playing the NFC
Jim.
South. I mean, are you serious? The NFC South is trash. Did you see it? Did you watch them play? Trash. That's 4 free wins right there. Free. I mean, seriously.
DJ's humor wasn't lost on me, but I still think John's got a few steps on Jim between what the Ravens already have and what Chargers have to deal with.
Right.
So I'm picking Ravens.
So John, and then JC.
I'm gonna say the Chargers have more wins next season.
So Jim.
Jim,
Okay.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then are you saying Jim?
I still said no. I think the Ravens.
Oh, you saying John? Okay. And then Rob, you saying John?
I think they have more. I think they have more actual wins next season. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only reason I don't think they will is because also within the division, it's going to be a tougher division for the Ravens.
Shit, they're both fucking. Well,
you're going to
minus
get
Pittsburgh.
Joe Burrow's going to come back healthy. The
Right.
Bengals are going to be So I mean,
we don't know about Pittsburgh yet. That's just up in the air. Cleveland, they may fix themselves. They may not. We don't know that shit.
yeah.
At least for fucking Jim, he's got to deal with fucking Denver, which is we don't know what's going on with that.
You
But
know damn well this playoff loss is going to haunt Lamar. Like he's going to get off to a slow start next year, I think.
Facts.
So.
All right. Well, there you go, boys. I'm done.
All right. Super Bowl 58 Sunday on CBS, 5:30 p.m. Central Time. San Francisco takes on Kansas City. If the Niners can stop whining about the fucking practice field that they're playing on and just play the goddamn game.
That's not even us. Oh, you know what? Speaking of whining, okay. So JC, I need you to fact check this for me because I didn't believe the news when I saw it on Twitter. Apparently, NFL owners are complaining about how many compensatory picks that the Niners are getting because of their staff that they're giving away, like the minority staffs. They're complaining about minority staffs getting hired. They're like, oh, you get this pick, you get this pick, you get this pick, and they're like, well, what the fuck? So need you to fact check and verify for that for me because I saw that I just couldn't believe it. I was like, nah, that can't be true.
I have to look that up. Well, unless Rob, you got some time if you feel like it.
I'll take a look.
Okay. Niners are currently favored by 1.5, and the over/under on this is 47.5 points. So we're kind of going through this. Nori, I know your bracket challenge. You picked the Niners to win. You still feeling that way? And what do you think the score is going to be?
Super confident they win. Yes, I still feel that way. It didn't matter who got there from the AFC side. I think the 49ers are way better than they were in 2019 when they got there. They added Chase Young, they added CMC. Like it's a fucking Madden team that they have. I'd be shocked if they lost. Even as good as Kansas City is playing, I'll be really shocked if they lost.
We got rid of Jimmy G. That's the important thing. We got rid of Jimmy G. Okay.
All right. Do you think it's gonna be close, blowout? What do you think the score is gonna be?
Oh, me? I'll die on 14-10.
Okay.
There you
If
go.
they play the way I think they can, the Chiefs are not a good run stopping team. They're good pass. They're a good pass defense. Absolutely. That's why I think it'd be foolish to try to match them point for point. And again, you can't beat Mahomes. Mahomes can't beat you if he's not playing. So if they run the ball down their fucking throat, play an old school style of football, which they're capable, they have Debo Samuel and CMC. Chris Jones, unless he's going to multiply himself, they're not stopping the run.
Okay. Chicken Wing. Let's hear it.
Am I giving my actual score or the score that I want it to be?
Both. Why not?
All right, cool. So I want it to be 50 to fucking 0. I want them to watch
Just
that
tired
fucking.
of the stress. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. I want them to rewatch the fucking Tampa Bay and how they slaughtered fucking KC that Super Bowl when Rob got the trifecta. Okay, that's the shit that I need to have happen.
So
It's
you want
not.
them to be up by 30 points at halftime again?
Uh-oh.
And then blow it.
Uh-oh.
No.
I don't think you
Atlanta.
want that.
Lewinsky.
I said fucking Tampa, okay? When Tom Brady was on that bitch.
Yeah.
That's the fucking shit I want them to watch. Do I think it's gonna be that? No. I think it's gonna be a super close last possession. My ass cheeks will clench the entire fucking 4.5 hours, and we win by a point, by a fucking Jake Moody field goal, which I will really stress because that motherfucker doesn't hit consistently.
Okay.
Whew.
I'm in an agreement with you in that it's going to be by a field goal or like 3 or 4 points, basically. And quite frankly, I got my first board of all the ones I've bought. It's 8-4. I hope it's 28-24 is the final score. And that being said, I am picking the Niners to win this one. I think it's a stacked team. They've been dominating all season. They've been consistent all season. That Lions game was a fucking wake-up call. Let's be honest here. So
Shit, that Green Bay was a good call. Fuck you.
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. The Chiefs, they play this whole underdog role. You're only an underdog by 1.5 fucking points. What the hell are you being an underdog for? It's the Super Bowl. So I think it's gonna be a pretty high scoring game. I think at least each team's gonna have at least 3 touchdowns. So this one's gonna be a shootout. What the NFL always loves to see in these games like this. So Phil.
Phil.
Phil hates us. He wants
Phil's
to-
drinking his whiskey and wine. He has no time for our bullshit.
Yeah, he wants fucking Chiefs to win and Taylor Swift.
Hey, maybe if we start talking about Jacksonville, he'll come back on. Maybe let's try that.
Oh, you're muted. I don't know if you realize
Hey,
that.
hey, Phil, FSU, rightfully so, didn't get in.
Maybe he stepped away from his.
Oh shit, that didn't work.
Damn, that didn't work.
Maybe he stepped
If
away.
that
from
ain't gonna
his
work,
real
he's
quick.
gone.
Yeah,
Might have
it's
stepped
over.
on mute. Okay,
He's a gunner, guys.
we'll come back to him. DJ.
Hold up. My
Oh,
apologies.
there's
My
Phil.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
There he
Yes,
is.
There he is.
we're here.
Here,
He's alive.
here at FSU.
my
FSU.
fingers weren't working like they should be.
Okay.
Oh, I know about that.
So,
God damn
So-
it, Mike. God damn it.
Whoops.
So no, it's I am reluctantly picking the 49ers. I want the 49ers to win. I just know that the playoff Chiefs are a different animal. I think we all can
You're
agree
right.
on that.
You definitely right.
And I don't know, the 49ers they didn't even show up the first half in the championship game. I hope they win. I want them to win. I'm not holding my breath. I wouldn't be shocked if they didn't, but by God, I hope they do.
Okay. All right, DJ, we'll move on to you.
All right. So I'm going to go 49ers. I'm going to stick with that just because that's the bracket challenge and that's what I stuck with, and I think they'll win. But I don't think it's going to be close. I think the 49ers are going to win convincingly, 28-17.
I'll take it. I'll give a fuck.
All right, and Rob.
I just hate chicken wing. Let's go, Chiefs.
I hate
You're
you. I
honest.
swear.
And because of that hatred, I'm gonna be watching as the Chiefs keep it close, and he's gonna be stressed out the entire time, and then they're going to lose because of a shanked field goal.
Yeah.
Fuck off, Rob. I will.
You have too much. You have too much hatred in your heart. You really do.
Also,
Shanked.
I will find the nearest thing and toss it at your fucking face. All right?
It's fine. Shanked field goal.
shit.
Go away, Rob.
Okay.
I don't even know why I deal with you.
I don't know.
All right.
Bitch.
And what are you guys looking forward to more, the game or the halftime show? Because
Absolutely, the game.
Okay.
Could care less about the halftime show.
Hey, Usher's gonna be fucking great. So.
I mean, he's cool, but I could YouTube his shit.
Okay.
I want to see football.
I mean, you're right.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, the end of another NFL season is upon us. Next week, we'll kind of recap the season, kind of give each of our teams a little bit of a grade if you want, and see where we go from here. We'll recap the Super Bowl, discuss it, pick our favorite commercials, all that fun stuff. And this is probably, it's going to be a great game, to be honest with you. Like, these are just two powerhouse teams. That's what you kind of want out of this. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you, everybody, for listening to the Sports Minorities Podcast. Once again, I'm JC, your resident Titans fan. Joining me, we had...
I'm clenching my cheeks, chicken wing.
Game hasn't even started yet.
Yeah, I know.
Listen, doesn't matter. Like if we win, it'll be the biggest explosion of cheekness ever.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Cheapness.
I will probably cry like a bitch. I'm not gonna lie. I will probably sob and do all kinds of things if we win.
So normal behavior. Okay, understood.
I was
So
gonna say-
your everyday life?
You're kind of like a
Like,
bitch either way.
What's that?
The bitch part is what I'm getting at.
All of you can fuck off. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
Fuck off.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Nori, it's your turn to sign off, Nori. But-
Oh yeah. Nori, Giants fan. I got nothing witty.
That's right.
Go Knicks.
Rob, Lions fan. Yeah, go away. Stupid
Fuck
Niners.
off, Rob.
DJ, Cowboys fan. No, I won't go away.
You can stay.
This is
Thank
Phil,
you, bud.
former Lions fan, current Jaguar fan again.
So still
Go
Wow.
49ers. Go 49ers. I'm tired of the Chiefs winning.
Just dejected, just defeated.
He just feels
Man.
forced to say go 49ers, bro.
He's been,
Man,
come on. He's been defeated
so
since
broke.
week 18.
I'm so
guys.
broken. I'm so broken. I'm so broken.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Enjoy the Super Bowl. If you're traveling, please drink responsibly and be safe out there. And we'll see you next week.
Thanks everyone once again for listening to the Sports Minorities Podcast. We do appreciate it. If you want to keep the conversation going, we're on Twitter at Sports Minor Pod and also on Facebook at Sports Minorities. Our YouTube channel, Sports Minorities. Search on there. We live stream every now and then, just some random stuff. And you can also reach us via email, sports.minorities@gmail.com. We do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to listen to us, and we'll catch y'all next time.
What?
Go 49ers. Hey, chicken wing. Go Niners.
Oh yeah,
Bang, bang, Niner gang.
that's it. I want to hear it.
There's the jinx. There's
There's the jinx. That's
Right
right.
there, right there.
Listen,
Let's
all your
go.
horoscopes and stars and shit. I don't want to hear none of it. All right, the stars have aligned, motherfuckers. I hate all of you right now.
You got jinxed by a Jags fan. That's just the
No,
way
I
it
did
goes.
not.
I can't lose them all. I can't lose them all.
You're a Jags
Exactly.
fan. Yes, you can. Trust me.
Until he does.
Exactly.
Don't tell me that.
Nah.